In this video, we will talk about autoimmune diseases and how they develop. I'm Dr. Malhotra, and in this video, we're going to talk about autoimmune diseases. Now, for those of you who don't know what that is, autoimmune diseases are a group of diseases or disorders that occur when the immune system mistakenly attacks the body's own tissues. So basically, what that means is that your own body is actually attacking itself, and that can cause some serious damage. I'm going to talk about how these diseases develop and some of the most common symptoms. So, what autoimmune diseases are and what they do. So just imagine that your immune system starts producing antibodies to your own organs, like in Hashimoto's or autoimmune thyroiditis. So it will start attacking your thyroid, and it will damage your thyroid, and you won't be able to produce thyroid hormones, and you have to be on thyroid supplementation. Another form of autoimmune disease occurs in connective tissues, muscles, joints like rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, Sjogren's syndrome, which damages your muscles and connective tissue. So it produces antibodies which actually go and attack your own muscles, ligaments, joint spaces, and they produce those damaging effects like arthritis, swelling, things like that. Then another autoimmune disease is in your bowels, that is the inflammatory bowel disease like Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis, which damage the lining of your gut so that you cannot digest, cannot absorb, you cannot assimilate nutrition. Okay, so that's what autoimmune diseases are, and that's how they work. So it's basically a failure of your immune system. So how do they develop? The different types of ways that autoimmune disease can develop is one, where you have poor nutrition. Okay, so if your nutrition is not, you are deficient in many things. Two is you have an insult. Like if you have an insult to your body, it could be anything. It could be a bacterial viral infection, or it could be some kind of injury that can also stimulate, because that produces your gut health. So the main way it develops is by your poor gut health. So if you have a leaky gut or a poor gut lining, you absorb things that you're not supposed to absorb, like undigested food particles, bacteria, viruses that set up an immune response, and they start producing antibodies against your own body. The next is, what are the different types of autoimmune diseases? There are so many of them. They can be in almost every organ. Like I said, organ autoimmune disease are like type 1 diabetes, autoimmune thyroiditis or Hashimoto's. It can be in your gut, like inflammatory bowel disease like Crohn's and ulcerative colitis, connective tissue, ligament issues, diseases like rheumatoid arthritis, lupus. You can also have hormonal imbalances like endometriosis, PCOS. They can be also a form of autoimmune disease. You can have kidney disease because of an autoimmune condition. So there are so many issues. Nervous system disorders like Parkinson's, Alzheimer's even, multiple sclerosis, they all are forms of autoimmune diseases. So what are the symptoms you can have? Most people have a lot of fatigue. They can have weight gain or weight loss. They can have numbness, tingling. They can have diarrhea or constipation. So they can have different symptoms. They can have pain, inflammation in your joints, low motivation, low sex drive. It's very difficult to, lose weight. Things like that, if you're experiencing, I would highly recommend getting diagnosed or tested for autoimmune disease. How do you diagnose them? There are simple blood tests that can be done which show your antibody levels. And there are different antibodies, so your provider has to know what exactly to check for. Like for autoimmune thyroid disease, there are different set of antibodies. For inflammatory bowel disease is different for rheumatoid, so you have to get that whole autoimmune panel in order to see which organ or which system may be affected. So I hope this was helpful. Thanks for watching this video. I've put together another video and I'm sure you'll really enjoy, and make sure that you watch it. Okay? And if you like my content and want more, be sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the subscribe button.